Foodie Tribe? It is your girl Naja, and I'm back with another video. This is going to be a tribe tea. I have not done the tribe tea in a little bit. Sorry, I know I'm looking like a rough ass librarian. Let's get into it. I might give you guys a 2-for-1 because this one I picked looks kind of short, and like I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just got hit with all these fucking spam emails. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody just tried me and just signed my email up to some fucking spam list. Thanks, whoever the fuck you are. I really appreciate it. Not really. So this one is called My BFF Fucked My Ex, which is breaking girl code, like fuck. Naja, I love your channel and binge watch your story times on the regular. You can put this in a video because I fuck with you like that. This will probably be a long one because you need the background info, but I need legitimate advice. Our friendship started in high school around age 14, so like freshman year. Instantly we clicked and we're honestly up each other's asses 25/8, like all BFFs are. For the sake of this story, we'll call her Amanda. This girl was my ride or die, my human diary, my literal soul sister. Fast forward 5 years and I got her a job at where I worked because she was my main bee, and of course I wanted to spend 8 hours a day with her. Ooh, I don't know about that. Everything was awesome until I left the job. To make it even more messy, my boyfriend, who we'll call Randy, worked there too. Oh, that is super messy. I could never work with my boyfriend. Like, at my old job, I did have some coworkers who dated, but the only reason why it worked, I feel, is because they had like a genuine like connection and they were older, so they didn't publicize their relationship. Like, it's really tricky to work with your significant other and your best friend because your best friend's always gonna be looking at this nigga to see if he's gonna fuck up. Like, we were all with each other. It was chill most of the time with all three of us, but things got rocky between me and Randy. I felt like my time at that job was up and didn't want to make the inevitable more awkward and painful than it had to be, so I broke up with Randy and got a new job. I still saw Amanda on the regular and things were pretty much normal. We ended up falling off a bit as the months rolled on, but we're adults and busy and that shit happens. I end up getting some groceries at Walmart and run into an old coworker. He tells me that Amanda and Randy have been fucking. At least Amanda could have came up to you and have been like, okay, so hey, this is what's going on. No, you had to hear that from an old coworker. That's fucked up. I lost my shit. I wanted to message her and talk about it, but I didn't. I ghosted her, I blocked her on everything, and haven't seen nor heard from her since. It hurt. It was a betrayal. She didn't mention it to me at all. I honestly wouldn't have cared if she would have just hit me up and been like, hey, I'm feeling exactly! Like, hey, I'm feeling Randy. I know y'all were together, but I would love to have your blessing in this, you know? Treat it like a grown-ass woman. I will mention she did betray me once in high school. It wasn't that severe, but essentially the same situation with a crush instead of a boyfriend. I forgave her because me and the guy weren't together or even flirting. It was just a one-sided crush. I guess one should never think they're exempt from that kind of treatment just because we're friends. I'm not hurt by it anymore. It'll be a year since this went down next month. I miss her. Friend breakups are so much realer than relationship breakups. I guess my question is, should I reach out to her and try to mend our friendship we had? I feel like, I feel you though, because like some of the people that I do make story times about, I'm not gonna lie, is that they don't pop up in my head once in a while, and I think about the good times and I'm like, aw. Like, I do miss their vibe and I do miss their energy when things were good, but you do have to think about when things are bad and just remind yourself, like, this is why things are the way that they are. And to be honest, I wouldn't even try to mend anything until she reaches out to you and owns up to her truth and just says like, hey, this went down XYZ, because you don't want it to be a one-sided forgiveness, because it seems to me like she'll be more than willing to just be like, okay, fuck it, like, we can be cool, like, and she'll just do something similar to you again. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? Give her some advice below. Fucking spam is making my shit so slow. Ooh. This one says, a coworker is sending nudes to my boyfriend and I need advice. How does your coworker even have your how does your coworker even know who your boyfriend is? How does she even have his number? Like, okay, let's get into it, I guess. Naja, I just wanted to start by saying I love your videos and watch them all the time. I just needed some advice. You can put this in a video if you want. I already changed all the names in the story. My boyfriend of 5 years, let's call him Kyle. We live together and I feel like we have a pretty decent relationship. Oh my god, and y'all live together? Jesus. Pretty relevant, so I figured I would include it. He works at a corporate company that sells tools and things like that. Well, he works with this girl, let's call her Susie. The people he works with and him have all hung out outside of work, which is not a big deal for me. Well, Susie has come over before by just herself, and that was all fine and dandy. But she never even acknowledged me or anything and would leave as soon as I was around. That's a red flag. Like, bitch, I pay bills in here. You're going to come up in here and say, hello, Nadja, how are you? Like, no. And then, no offense, but you're not about to be hanging out with my nigga by yourself unless you're like a full blown out masculine lesbian. Like, I'm talking full dyke status, okay? Like, and that's not even me being insecure. That's not me not trusting my man. That's me not trusting y'all bitches, okay? I told Kyle I don't think I really like her. Well, the other night when I was putting his phone away on the charger for him, he had a message from Susie. I know it was probably wrong of me, but I opened it. I literally bawled my eyes out when I read the messages and soon confronted him. She was calling him babe and sending dirty pics, asking if he was a butt guy or a boob guy, all this gross shit. So I confronted him and he says he's done nothing wrong. That's why he didn't delete the messages. What? What? He only replied with that he's busy or blunt responses to avoid her. He said nothing has ever happened between them and that the most that has ever happened is that they smoke weed together, and said how she would not stop messaging him this stuff. She knows he has a girlfriend, so she's basically being a disrespectful bitch. Anyway, she won't stop, and he said that's why he never has her over anymore and why he doesn't answer her calls and tries to avoid her texts. Why doesn't he block her? Why doesn't he block her? And like, if she needs something work related, call me from the work phone. Like, I don't understand why dudes be trying to act like these, or girls too, try to act like these victims, like they just won't leave me alone. They just won't stop texting. Nigga, block her. She could text you from another number, block that one. Like, I don't see what the issue is. Also don't know why he has been looking for another job. So this is why he's looking for another job. She sends him those messages all the time, and I saw it myself. She'll randomly be like, babe, I had a dream about you, and all kinds of dirty shit, and he doesn't respond, or if she asks to hang out, he says he's busy. I told him to report her, but she's his boss. They have a zero tolerance policy, so they would both get fired. How would they both get fired if he didn't do anything? You get what I'm saying? Like, if he didn't do anything, that's sexual harassment. He could even take that to court if he wanted to. Like, I really feel like there's more going into this than what you think is going on, because no female right out their mind is just gonna keep texting somebody, keep sending them pictures of their naked body without getting something in return. Like, that's not normal. I don't, okay, I love my boyfriend, but I don't know what I should do. I want to confront Susie and kick her ass, but I also don't want him to lose his job. Any advice would really help. In my opinion, I would not go up to Susie on some hostile shit trying to beat her ass. I feel like you should hit up Susie on that woman to woman shit and ask her what the fuck is really going on, because for all you know, he could be deleting his responses to her because you're saying her shit sounds real out the blue. People don't just do out the blue shit. I'm pretty sure he's messaging her and deleting what he's saying to her and making it look like blunt shit when there's actually something else going on. I would ask her, what's going on? Like, just ask her point blank. Just like, hey, just let me know what's going on. That's all I want to know, because I'm trying to figure out how I should move forward. And I know you're probably going to think like, oh, well, maybe she's going to lie so she can keep him and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, is he... Girl, just know, like, it sounds to me like he's put a lot of shit in your head to save his own ass. I really feel like there's something going on. Is it just me? Do y'all feel like there's something going on? Because I feel like there's something going on. If y'all have any advice, put it down there below as well. I guess this wouldn't be a tribe tea. I guess it would be more like a Ask a Voodoo Child, right? I haven't done any of those in a while. I feel like this is an Ask a Voodoo Child. I'm gonna put this under an Ask a Voodoo Child. I know in the beginning I said tribe tea, but yeah, I feel like I should change that. Yeah. Alright guys, if you guys want me to tell your stories on the channel, or if you want to ask me and the tribe for any advice, go ahead and email me in the email in the description specific for tribe tea and advice. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.